just another Sunday afternoon for Jorgen in the vineyards. He is Capcanes winemaker, but besides that, he's a really good friend of mine.
Yeah, welcome. Actually, this is my favorite place here. This is the vineyard I bought myself in '99 when I moved to Capcanes. Yeah, and you found yourself right now in a vineyard planted in 1940. So it's here at the top part. It's Ganacha. So this is part of Perashabib, and at the bottom part you can still see hardly some almond trees. Over there we have some Carignana. So there's the Carignana, and here we have the Ganacha. The beauty of Capcanes to me is it's old vines, dry farmed, very low production, and this is where you get this beautiful, this beautiful richness and complexity from. So open the bottle and let's go for it.
Wow. So how did you end up making, why pick these grapes? Who tests the earth for what grape is good? How come France is mostly Cabernet and Bordeaux and here it's Garnacha? What's the reasons behind it?
You know, Cabernets are planted all over the world. So and Garnacha and Carignana, this is our own identity. So we wanted to make the wine like ours. At the same time, in our opinion, good wines are always made in the vineyard. They're never made in the cellar. So cellar is something, you have to work properly. But I think the difference between good and great wines is always the work you give.
And what grapes?
So this is, it's mostly Garnacha, old wines Garnacha, what we find here. Then it's 1/3 Carignana, what in Catalonia we call Samsó. Yeah?
Samsó.
And then there's also around 30% of Cabernet Sauvignon, and the Cabernet gives a bit the backbone and some extra tannin structure.
Nice. The wine smells. The interesting part is what I see the difference between French and Spain, and maybe I don't know what I'm talking about like most of the time, but I think on the nose it's fruit forward, but in the layers deeper inside I get that coffee, darker terroir. So this is the difference, because French wines you smell right away. I smell Bank Bordeaux, very earthy, leather, and over here I can actually smell cherries and darker, riper fruits.
Yeah, I think it's actually the combination of the three varietals. Garnacha gives this seductive red fruit, very ripe red cherries, small red berries, blackberries, and then Carignan. It's completely the opposite. Carignana, it's rustic, it's robust, it's bad boy, it's very herbal flavors. And then you have also a bit of the Cabernet Sauvignon, which gives also black fruit, but it also adds tannin, which is very important to give a long aging potential to the wine, and some acidity.
What does wine mean to you?
I think 25 years ago when I came to the village, first of all I fall in love, you see, with the landscape, but also with the friendly atmosphere. The people there are so open-minded, and it's really easy. They make it easy for you to live here. So to me, Capcanes is and viticulture, winemaking here. It's part of our daily life. Yeah, we make our living by the vineyards. We treat the soil with a lot of respect. That the whole, I think also our open mind, friendly way of being, laughing, having fun, having parties, whatever. Just look around. This is a friendly surrounding. So it's
completely
there's no rush,
life.
There's no stress. So that's I think you find it in the product.
So
itself.
It's really what I see, because when I walked into this town, everybody was smiling. Sunday morning, people coming with buckets like to the gas station.
Okay,
to
on a
fill
Sunday.
Up wines.
Okay, this is also there's living. We work hard for our work. For our
you also
living.
have problems like us.
We also have problems. We have also Don't worry.
Is there like a specific line, or like we say l'chaim or cheers? Is there like a line that you use in this town before you drink, or a thanks, or?
Yeah, we always wish health, so we say salute. Yeah?
Salute.
So and if you're very generous, you also wish salud y amor, health and love, so salud y amor
or
amor, salud y amor y amor
y amor
y amor, salud y
Salud
amor
y amor. I'm tasting the wine. I still feel the acid is high, and it's chocolate, like fruits, chocolate. I can't even. There's so many things going on in my
Yeah.
mouth. It's like Moishi talking. 6 different conversations in 1 second.
Yeah, actually you're right.
So what's gonna happen with me with age? What happens to this wine with age?
I'm gonna know what happens with the wine. I'm not sure what's gonna happen with you.
I'm gonna have to hang around.
No, you know, the acidity you get right now, this is 2017, so it needs acidity because those wines are meant to be aged and really to be kept for years and years.
So a wine with high acidity and high tannin?
It's acidity and tannins are the natural preservatives to keep the wine alive and to keep it for years in
It's like a
cellar
bully
aging.
in school that later on becomes to be a great person.
Yeah.
Okay, I have hope.
I think you're on the good direction.
Your story about kosher wine is the most fascinating story in wine history to me, because I know wine from the kosher side of town. And your story is completely different. Your life is completely different. Every detail in your life. I guess you're a real artist. I would love for you to tell my friends your story so they can understand and I didn't over-exaggerate.
You know, the company, the viticulture here is very old for centuries. The company is from 1930, but 80 years, 100 years ago, we only did bulk wine, which means we never ever bottled anything at our property. Yeah. So in '95,
Bulk wine means they sold wine to big box companies.
and they bottled it.
And they put their label and they never said the story. It was just juice.
It was fermented juice to get rid of it at low margins. Sorry.
Okay.
So what happened in '95 was actually the rabbi from Barcelona. He contacted us because there was no kosher wine made in Spain for many years, and they told us if you do kosher, the whole world is waiting. You can sell 100,000 bottles. Yeah, what actually so far did not happen. But
where are you up to with the lower end?
We are the total production right now. We're at around 45,000 totally.
So
we're getting there. We're getting there.
You're gonna be there.
Yeah.
The market is.
So what happened is in '95, actually the first bottle quality wine we did in Capcanes was Perach Habib. It was this wine, yeah, in '95 vintage. And the second vintage, the '96, the bottle I showed you earlier in the cellar,
That you gave me.
which you tried to get.
We have it on camera.
So, and actually the second vintage by Jose Penin, who's the most influential wine writer here, got reviewed behind Pingus and Lemita to become the 3rd highest scored wine all over Spain. So really from one day to the other, Capcanes was put on the map and not actually as a kosher wine. Of course, everybody wanted to know what's kosher.
And there's how many wineries in Spain?
You've seen the guide. 2,000? I don't know. 3,000? It's wineries you talk about. And wines, there must be hundreds.
Average winery produces around 20 different wines minimum.
Yeah, you can. I don't know.
Between dessert wines,
200,000 wines have no.
And they won for best rating wine in the first kosher run.
Yeah, actually the second was the '96 vintage.
The one that says kosher.
Exactly.
That means that wine is not what the label is. It's not if it's kosher or not. It's on the inside. And what I said when I was in France, that on the inside we're all the same.
Yeah. If you look at the label, you know the wine, it's called Flor de Primavera. Yeah.
And it means flower
of
the
spring.
Yeah.
And with the first rabbi from Morocco, when he tried to translate it,
it opened up. It smells so good.
He got a bit confused. So actually the correct translation should be Perach Aviv. Yeah, spring is Aviv. But the translation he made was Abib, and Abib in Arab means my dear, my lover, my friend. Yeah. So he converted actually the flower of spring into the flower of friendship. When we thought that we should change this little spelling or translation issue, the rabbi told us not to do it because it was meant to be happen. So Perach Abib. Actually, it's a beautiful confusion and
so let's salud l'amor.
Salud d'amor. Salud d'amor. You know, to me, what is really unique here, and you can't copy that at any place. It's what we call the terroir. So it's the combination of the soil, of the microclimate. You know, right now it's starting to become hot, but we have this gorgeous cool breeze,
Free
which
air
is really
conditioning.
really, yeah, it's a bit like free yeah. And then of course the human power behind. In Capcanes we work the land ourselves, so we do everything by hand ourselves. And then when you look into the vineyard and when you look into the valley, this is not monoculture. You know, there are so many wine areas in the world where you have miles and miles and miles of vineyard rows. Yeah. Here, what you have is you have a little forest.
That's interesting.
You have a little
Because in
olive
Bordeaux
trees.
you have like
Yes, but here you have all those microclimates and these little areas. So there's a beautiful balance. Yeah. So this also makes it quite easy for us to work organic, yeah. So we don't use any spraying here, yeah. So it's to me it's healthy nature. You look around and you really notice that this area, it's healthy. It's
life.
It's balanced.
It's life. Standing here between the vines with Jürgen, I can't even. I don't have the words to explain to you how I feel, but if you want to know a little bit, you get a bottle and you put it away and for 10 years, you open it up and come talk to me. L'chaim.
L'chaim.